Hey friends, I'm Jackson Emmer, and I'm here to tell you that songwriting is dead. It's over. ChatGPT won. And if you think that it hasn't won, just hang out another 6 months or a year. It's basically over. I'm going to show you why. I was writing a song last week with my friend Tom Paxton. Tom is 87. He's a folk music legend. I'm going to list some of his cred right here because he is a beast. Incredible singer-songwriter. And we were talking about ChatGPT. We weren't using ChatGPT in our writing session, but we were talking about it, and he'd never seen it in action. And so I fed ChatGPT a songwriting prompt that we've used in our writing camps and writing workshops before. And the songwriting prompt was snowflakes in the streetlights. And I fed this to ChatGPT, and it spit out the lyrics for a fully thought out song in about 30 seconds, maybe 20 seconds. I'm going to show you the prompt that I fed it, and then I'm going to show you all the lyrics and what it came up with, and we're going to talk about it a little bit. So I'll put this up on the screen too. But I said to ChatGPT, write the lyrics for a 3-verse folk song based on the prompt, Snowflakes in the Streetlights, in the style of Tom Paxton, John Prine, and Jackson Emmer. Must have 3 verses and a chorus. And ChatGPT basically instantly wrote Verse 1, snowflakes in the streetlights, drifting soft and slow, dancing like whispers from a place I'll never know. Footsteps fade behind me, covered up with time. I'm walking through this winter with your memory on my mind. You guys, that's not a bad first verse. It's not great, it's not perfect, but it's pretty close. That's pretty good. Honestly, like if a student showed up at a workshop or something, and we're all going around sharing music we wrote, and they played this for us, and they were like, this is my first verse, I wrote it in, an hour, we'd be like, that's great! Keep going! We can't wait to hear what happens next. Okay, what happens next is the chorus. Oh, the wind keeps calling, but I just stand still, watching all the white fall on a world so cold and still. If I could turn back seasons, I'd bring you home to me, like snowflakes in the streetlights, gone too soon to see. Not amazing, but really not bad. Not bad. Like, this needs some revision. It needs some tweaking. I think, personally, it's a taste thing, but I think it could use a little tweaking, and then it'd be great. It'd be great. Let's do verse 2 and 3. Verse 2 is coffee in the diner, steam against the glass. The faces here ain't changing, but the years go by so fast. Your name's still on my tongue, but it don't sound the same, like a melody forgotten in a half-remembered rain. There's some like weird nebulous poetry stuff to that, which is somewhat cool, but a little bit it's missing humanity. I think that's not as strong as the first verse. But again, if this is a first draft, this is written in 20 or 30 seconds, it's not bad, guys. It's not bad. They're catching up to us. Okay, verse 3, midnight on the highway, headlights cut the dark, ghosts out on the blacktop hum a lonesome kind of spark. It's a little weird, but the ghosts on the blacktop is cool. I still see you laughing in the way the frost will gleam. Again, dicey, but interesting. But like snowflakes in the streetlights, you were only in a dream. I mean, it's not bad. It's not the worst. I've heard better. It gets way better than that. But this is not the worst, you guys. And it was written by a robot in 30 seconds. Okay, chorus. Oh, the wind keeps calling, but I just stand still, watching all the white fall on a world so cold and still. If I could turn back seasons, I'd bring you home to me, like snowflakes in the streetlights, gone too soon to see. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Human nature, I think, is if you can spend less time doing something meaningful but tedious, people will choose to do that. And so first draft for a lot of songwriters is like an hour to 3 hours of work. If you could spend 30 seconds and get it, people are going to do that. And I think that is heartbreaking and staggering, but not shocking given human nature. And especially not shocking given the quality of what the robots are doing. I don't think this is good, right? I'm not rooting for this. I don't want to hear a song that was made by ChatGPT, but I guarantee you it's already happening. I guarantee you it's already tricked me probably several times. There's a bunch of AI music that's on Spotify. You should look that up. It's just fed into playlists. Like this is all around us, and it's coming for us even more. And most people aren't listening. Most people don't care. Most listeners are just kind of letting it go past them. It doesn't matter to most listeners if there's an artist that they can look up and become fans of and have a relationship with and go to the show. Most people just want some sound on to sort of comfort the weirdness of living. And that's heartbreaking as someone who writes songs and tries to spend a lot of time making both the songcraft and the recording as great as I possibly can. And I'm not alone. There's thousands of other artists who are doing just that. And I don't know that they'll have the chance or the avenue to do that very shortly, because listenership will be taken up by AI bands. Okay, that's a little bit of a sidetrack, but where I'm going with this is that I think our only chance now as writers and artists is to be as human as possible. That's as flawed as possible, to have like things that just don't line up or add up, but not in this like mechanical way that comes from AI, but what happens in our hearts when we try to make sense of the world around us and we just can't totally do it. That's what people are doing all the time, and that is very powerful and still connects with people. Some artists that I'm thinking of that do this like amazingly: Olive Klug, been great, very successful, very human songwriter and artist. Dan Reeder, amazing. He's like that too. He just crams all this stuff into these sentences. It's just like a little bit too much. A computer wouldn't do that. They're aiming for perfection. Dan Reeder is aiming for humanity. That's what we want, and that's what we need. Sierra Farrell, Billy Strings are like this. Great singer-songwriters, and even when they do cover material, they're playing it on these organic instruments. That's part of why they're so successful and popular, is people are craving things that are crushingly analog, because people know the computers are all around us, right? They're sucking up everything we have. And so my charge to you, if you're watching this as a songwriter, a singer, is to just dig down as far into your insides and your core as you can and find what is weird and special in there, and don't hide it. Crank up the volume. We need as much of that as we can in the world now, because ChatGPT's coming for us. It's already here. Let me know what you think in the comments. Is songwriting dead? Might as well be.